So YouTube rapid update. Well, we did one about 2 hours ago. Was tinkering out with the car and trying to wonder why something just didn't seem right about the carburetor. I swear to God, it was the carburetor. Thought throttle shafts were worn out. I mean, it's a Holly 1920. It's not the greatest carburetor in the world, but I'm sitting here scratching my head. So I broke out a can of electrical parts cleaner with a straw in it and started spraying around the base of the carburetor. Well, all of a sudden the motor started revving up right around the base. I sprayed the back side of the base of the carburetor. Motor started revving up again there. So what I discovered was underneath the carburetor, here, let me flip you around. Underneath the carburetor was a phenolic spacer that had the PCV vacuum line ran to it. For the PCV system, the positive crankcase ventilation system, which helps keep crankcase pressure down in your engine. Well, that phenolic spacer, which is made out of a bakelite material, had a hairline crack through both sides of it. So what I did to see if that solved the problem is I took the carb and pulled the phenolic spacer off, mounted the carb directly to the manifold with a new gasket. Because now I didn't have a PCV port on the base of the carb, I have manifold vacuum coming off right here. This hose feeds over to the top of the fuel pump. This is a vacuum booster pump, like I said in a previous video, that runs the vacuum operated windshield wipers. So what I did is I put a T in here, and yes, I already checked. It doesn't look like it's tight, but it actually has that T fitting actually has a really good freaking tight snug fit. I'll put a hose clamp on it later. Test runs right now, didn't need it. And then re-ran the line back around and came up. Well, started it up. And wouldn't you know it, that solved her problem. She is idling like a stinking little beast now. She's smooth as silk, no more off idle hesitation. I was able to put the fuel screw back in 2 turns. She is exactly 2 1/8 of a turn out now from baseline. Which being as this is not the factory carb on this car, I'm kind of, 2 1/4. I will take that all day long. Timing still set in perfect. Well, let's see how she starts up. Mind you, she's been sitting for a few minutes, so she's kind of warm. I was running her around a bit. Went ahead and snugged the ignition key up too, because the ignition key was flopping around in there. I had to put a spacer in behind it. Temp comes up. Ooh, I need to go get some magical go-go juice. She's a little bit low on the oils, but notice she didn't have the hesitation anymore. No more off idle bog. She gets up and skiddies. I took her around the block. Yeah, I know the brakes are probably still problematic, but I'll get to that eventually. I'm gonna pause you here until the old lady gets home. She should be home in about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll take her for a ride around the block. See you then. Here goes nothing. You got it videotaped?
Well, second try, maybe. It could be a comedy show. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Had to get fuel back up to the carburetor. Hop in, let's go for a spin.
Okay. All right. Coming in. I love it. That's awesome. Well, I mean, that guy's kind of cool too. All right, I'm hopping in. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey. Oh, for the other YouTubers who have not seen my videos, or who have seen my videos, this is the other half I talk about occasionally.
Hello.
Say hi. All right. Hold on to your butts. There's no seat belts.
Yeah.
Batting down to first. Yeah, like a dingbat, I took it out for a test drive a little bit ago and was like, why isn't the speedo working at all? And I realized, oh yeah, when I had the dash apart, my dingbat self forgot to hook the speedometer back up.
Oopsies. Oh, it's so pretty out right now too. Well, you do need to wash the windshield just a little bit.
Yeah, it'll get to it.
But it is a nice time for a ride.
And viewers, yes, my steering wheel's crooked. I had the steering wheel apart and it, like a dingbat, forgot to mark the location of the steering column where it was sitting out straight. So I got to...
Well, I mean, you can see your dashboard a little bit better, kind of. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get everything all straightened out eventually, right, honey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
it's 100 times better than it was. No off-idle bog.
Listen to her purr.
Little inline 6 is just running happy. Yeah, I hear the brakes. It's because they're not adjusted correctly. They're scraping a little, and I'm only getting positive stopping on my front driver's side. It's almost like somebody set it up for circle track or dirt track. But we covered that in another video, so once I get some brake line in next paycheck, which, if anybody's familiar with the military, 1st to 15th of the month. Woo!
Listen to her growl.
I'll try not to run over the people on the side of the road.
Nah.
I mean, I only hit them once with each tire.
They'll look a surprise when they see a cute red convertible going down the road.
Brakes are actually, even though they're not adjusted correctly, they're actually surprisingly easy. The person who sold it to me complained that she was too short to push the brake pedal in because she's 4'9" and couldn't drive it. Well, that and it had a slew of other issues, which you've seen in other videos. And we're back home again. Well, YouTube, that is the maiden voyage after I fixed the carburetor issue. I say that's about 150% better than it's ever been.
Well, let's listen to her after you took it. Just let her kind of sit. Whoa, jumpy jump.
Yeah, I hit a ball.
Let's sit for a minute and listen to how she does after all that growling around the road there. Oh, there we go. You can hear it in the carport too. That's nice. Okay, let her out, let her out. There we go. Oh, that's pretty.
But I think I'm happy with that. So stay tuned for further updates and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye. See you tomorrow.